So lately, I've been wanting to play some Team Fortress 2 again for some reason. I don't know, I just got that urge in me, I guess. So first, I decided to check out how many currently active players there still are. And that's actually a lot more than I thought. There's normally be around 100k online whenever I checked. And it seems like there's still a ton of growth in the player base right now. But then, forget that right now. Let's jump into the game and check out the gameplay and if it still holds up to this day. You can play a few modes in the single player mode. King of the Hill control points, but I used to play the payload the most, so that's the one I chose to play. Firstly, embarrassingly, I got beat up by these bots, and these bots are ruthless. They even taunt you when they kill you. I played a few classes again. I mostly enjoy the scout now and the sniper. The scout just gives me a similar vibe or feeling to as an Apex Legend character, which I'm playing at the moment as well. With his fast movements and double jump, which just feels right in some way. And the sniper, he's just fun. One thing I didn't miss about this game was the inventory system. I absolutely hate that. I got stuck in it and I didn't know what to delete. I really don't like that system. You have to buy to get extra slots, and yeah, didn't feel great, I must say. Overall though, I'll say the single player modes in the game are quite fun. Even though you're playing alone, these bots ain't easy and can be quite challenging, at least for me, who hasn't played the game in a while. But I actually enjoyed it, and I can see myself just jump in and play some single player again sometime. Now onto the multiplayer. Multiplayer is a different feeling from single player. It's definitely not the same. TF2 multiplayer is quite interesting, but actually I had a lot of fun in it in a different way. And somewhat a wholesome way. The players in the game are quite wholesome for some reason. You can either go around killing people like the game is meant to be played, or do whatever else is possible in this game. Like for example, this. But the multiplayer gameplay isn't that much different from the single player. But there's other game modes such as everyone have the same character, like the one for all type game mode. But the main thing is that it's online, which means that people does not just kill you like bots would do. I've seen a ton of people who's just messing around, and that does really attract someone who normally just play competitive games. I found this interesting. Someone pointed out that they have noticed that EU servers don't really talk as much as US servers, and in my experience this was actually true, because in the server I mainly played on, which was the EU server, people didn't really speak as much. But everybody had the chance to, but nobody really did it. I heard some misclicks sometimes, but people didn't really want to talk. And I was one of them. I didn't really talk either. So this statement also applies to me. Generally, I would say the online experience is definitely better than the single player one, but still two great experience either way. Going back to the game itself, you can really see how games such as Overwatch took inspiration from TF2, from the different classes to the game modes. For example, in TF2 you got the Demo Main, which is basically Junkrat in Overwatch, and we also got the Medic, which is Mercy in Overwatch, and I can't forget, Torbjorn, which is basically the engineer. And I also remember seeing a lot of comparisons between the Scout and Tracer when Overwatch was a new game. The game is definitely still alive, with a lot of online servers running. And from my perspective, it looks like generally a good community behind it too. Maybe nostalgia speaking a little bit, but I still see Team Fortress as a good game even in 2022.